By the end of this video, you will have your very own monthly invoice summarizing system built without writing a single line of code. That takes all of your invoices from a specific period, it counts all of them, extracts the most important information, and gives everything to you within seconds. So actually, I give my invoices to my accountant every month. And why wouldn't I have the automation that counts all of them, summarizes all of them, and gives me the specified amount for my expenses for the specific month? For this case, as you can see, I've got the May, June, December, so the invoices for these specific months. And for example, here I've got all of the documents, even some of them are not the invoices. However, it's not a problem because we have this automation. So simply I can execute the workflow, and now look what happens. We get actually this automation triggered whenever we create any folder inside our monthly invoices. Then what we do, we download our files, and in general, we check if they are invoices. So we'll have, 20 items checked for the specific case. Then what we do, we actually extract the most important information from them. We create actually our summarization for all of the invoices. And at the end, what we do, we count everything together. So after we extract the specific amount for these invoices, all of the information, we count it together. And at the end, we return specific amount. Again, that's great because we can track our expenses by this way. We don't need to, again, go into some specific invoice, take the amount, go ahead to the next one. So it will be very powerful. So right now our invoice controller checked 20 items and we have only 8 invoices. That's true because if we go here, I can see I've got only 8 invoices. And now what we do, we extract the information for each of them. We save the data inside our Notion, so we should get our 8 items right here. So yeah, we've got also the category, amount, and at the end, we use our AI agent to count everything. It uses calculator, and we save the data here. So we have our specific amount for this particular case. So in this material, I will be showing you how we can build this entire system from scratch. And remember, after you set it up once, then you can use it for a lifetime. And every time you've got your invoices, you've got your documents, even you may have some documents that are not invoices, so you don't need to sort it, okay? You can just drop the files inside the folder and then track your expenses, see how much you spent for these invoices. And that's really great, that's really useful. Many businesses struggle with this case, so summarizing the data. However, with this automation, we can do this stuff. If you don't want to set up this entire automation from scratch, you want to have it instantly and use it right away, I put actually the instructions for all AI agents along with JSON template inside our AI agents accelerator. So if you go ahead to Classroom, to YouTube resources and monthly info summarizer, you've got all of the instructions we'll be using, and I put it here for simplicity. Also, you've got Notion template, and at the bottom, you've got JSON template. So you can simply download it. And then if you go here, you click on 3 dots, import from file. You've got this template already set up, so you can use it. Just set up your credentials, and you're ready to go. But now let me guide you through actually how it works step by step. So firstly, we've got trigger, which is Google Drive. And simply we we specify the trigger, which is changes involving a specific folder. So simply we choose the folder, which is for me monthly invoices. And now I see the event, which is folder created. So simply to trigger this automation, I need to create the new folder, there name it, and just provide some specific files, okay? So invoices in that case. So it triggers the automation. Then what we do, we wait for a specific amount of the time. I've got 2 minutes, however, I had here 2 seconds because I had the documents already provided. But for what is this wait node? This wait node is for the case whenever the folder is created, you need to upload the files inside, okay? So it takes some time. If we didn't have, let's say, this wait node, we would be continuing without the files inside, and then afterwards, the entire automation would crash because we don't have the invoices, we don't have the time for them to be uploaded. Therefore, we use this node. So we wait 2 minutes, 3. Usually it takes for me 1 minute to upload the invoices, and then we process with further steps. The next step will be to search the folder. So simply we search the folder, and there what we do, we provide this specific variable, which is JSON name. So if I go here, so simply from the trigger, I just check for the name of the folder, because we may have, we've got multiple folders. However, we want to have the folder that is detected. So here, as you can notice, we've got the folder, which is for now December. That's why we want to track this folder only. If we didn't have this step, we would have all of the folders taken, all of the files, and that would be a big mess. Okay, so we specify we want to take only the folder, which is named December. And we specify the filter, because otherwise, if you don't have the filter, it takes all of the files from your Google Drive. And now imagine you've got multiple folders named December, and then you've got a problem, okay? So we specify, okay, only take the folders from this specific folder. So then it's, it solves all of our issues. The next thing, what we want to do, we want to take all of the files. And now it's sophisticated. I mean, this step is not that easy, because we specify the search operation, advanced search, and query string. So I've got this specific query string that I've taken from ChatGPT. I spent a lot of time researching all of this content. I mean, what to do to get files from the folder, because guess actually it's not that easy. So I've got this specific sentence, and what it does, it takes 20 items, so all the items from our folder. Also, we need to select return all, and you've got this, this code snippet inside here, so we can just copy it. So afterwards, we've got 20 items. And what we need to do, we need to download all of the items. So we just set the operation, which is download by ID. So JSON ID, we just provide the ID from here. That's pretty straightforward. And we download 20 items. Then we use the node, which is extract from file. So we specify input binary field, which is data, extract from PDF. So we get the text for all of the files. And that's really important, because we'll be using it inside our invoice controller. This is an AI agent that takes all the data and says yes or no. Yes for invoices, no for no invoices. Actually for files that are not invoices. So for the prompt, you just take the prompt from here. You just paste it right there, and what we say, based on the text decide if the text is about an invoice or not. So we provide this text from here, okay? And then also we, after we do this, we provide the output parser, which is status. So we return only the status, which is no, and again, yes. And afterwards, that's great, because we use if. If status is equal to yes, then we go with this path. So it's true. If false, we go with this path, so we do nothing. And now, as you can notice, it took 12 items and said, okay, these are not invoices. And when we look closer, like for an example, this is the PayPal, I don't know, this is not the invoice, however, how to say that? This is the extract, okay? This is the extract from PayPal, and these are the extracts from my, bank account and so on. Like this is I don't have a lot of invoices here, because I wanted to create the automation that doesn't rely on the invoices. However, it can check if it's the invoice, because obviously, let's say we are we are sending the invoices to our accountant, and then do you want to actually sort which documents are invoices and which not? It won't make any sense. So in that case, I've got 20 documents, however only 8 invoices. So we do it by this way. Then after it's true, we extract the information with basic LLM chain. And the prompt here is really sophisticated. So we have task overview. You will receive raw text extracted from PDF invoices. Your job is to identify the key details listed below and return them in structured JSON object. Information to capture: invoice name, company name, total invoice amount, category. So even I provided categories here, because if we look inside our page, I've got 2 databases. One is for invoices. So we track all of the invoices information. And the second one is for 1 month. So we track only the amount. So we count everything and we track it. That's cool. So we've got also output parser, guidelines. So that's everything. We just sent our text and that we extracted. And yeah, then it gives us like 5 variables: invoice name, company name, total invoice amount, month, and category. Okay. For the structured output parser, also it's important because what we have inside, we have variables we want to get, so invoice name, company name, and so on, blah, blah, blah. However, we have autofix format. So some invoices are not that easy documents, sometimes even to read. They can have different structure and so on. So it's great to have autofix format because I came across some problems when it received for me an error because like it didn't, match some content and so on. So in that case, we enable it and we use model, which is OpenAI. So then, even if we have the problem, it processes all of the data. After we do this, we create the item, actually 8 items in that case. So we've got the database, which is all invoices. So this is the specific database. And by the way, if you would like to copy this specific page, this template, you can find it right here. Notion, yeah. Notion, copy me. You can open it. And then you've got the template you can use, okay? That's great. So you've got a database, operation create, database page. And now what you do, you map the month. For the month, you take the May. So you drag and drop it here. You've got invoice from, so company name. For amount, you have invoice amount. Where do we have it? Invoice amount. Okay, this is total invoice amount. And for category, you've got the category. That's everything. After you do this, simply you execute the step. Great. Then what we want to do? We've got for sure our amounts and our companies. And for further steps for this automation, so for counting like the amounts, because we want to have the, our expenses tracked. So all of that, like everything counted. We want to have all of the amounts right here listed in a list. Okay, so firstly we use the aggregate, and then we select individual fields, property amount, and also additionally we map property invoice from. So in general we have here like different companies from which we've got the invoices, and later we'll be sending like also the entire report via Gmail, so it will be helpful. We'll have the list of the companies from where and we've got the invoices. So yeah, we map these 2 fields, and we use the edit fields node that turns our array, because we've got the array, into a string. And now only we just take the company's names, and we don't take the values because I will show you later. However, after we run it, so edit fields, we've got the list of company names. But later, we've got the AI agent that calculates for us everything. And it's not needed to provide the numbers in a list because we can take the array right here and just put it here, okay? So after we do this, you can notice we've got all of the numbers like in nice format. So it's not needed again to do the specific stuff, which is totally great. Actually, yeah, we take the property amount, not property invoice from, okay? So we take property amount, we put it here. Let me show you so it's the same, as you can notice. So what I set inside this AI agent, only return plain number with currency, also return number of invoices based on number of numbers. Not that, not well written, however, like agent understands it. That's great for me because sometimes I like to provide weird sentences, whatever. We require specific output format. And now what's very important, okay? We've got OpenAI model, so GPT 4.1 mini. We have the tool. And in order to make your AI agent a calculator, calculating AI agent, you need to give it a calculator, okay? So it gets calculator and then it uses it to content, like sum up, count the entire, all of the amounts. Also, we specify structured output parser. Right here, you've got this output parser. So amount invoices amount. And that's pretty everything, okay? After we do this, it gives us the amount and number of invoices. And the last two steps, next step is Notion. So then what we do, we take database, which is monthly summary in PDF format. So this is the name of the database. I've got this name before. The initial purpose of this automation was also to give us the PDF file. However, after I thought about it, it didn't make any sense because, guys, we can make it via Gmail, like send a Gmail notification, I mean the message. It's better, so yeah, whatever. But what we have, we've got the month, so we again track the month, and there's the total amount. So we just take the total amount from here, so I'm out, okay? I'm out. That's great. And the last step will be to send an email to us. So we have operation send to, which is my email, personal email. So we just set the static value, subject, so invoice summary 4. So we have the name right here, December is ready. And now this is the entire form. Also, if you go here, you can copy this message I prepared for you. So inside what you have, total amount, invoice for, so the month, number of invoices, invoices from. And that's pretty everything, okay? So this is the entire automation that gives you the specific amount, summarizes all of your invoices. Also remember, you've got the optional steps. So the first one is schedule. You can schedule like, I don't know, maybe once per month when you know that, at this specific time, you have your files already provided inside the folder. And then, for example, you can just trigger the automation and have your invoices inside. So you can provide a schedule trigger, like replace it with this Google Drive trigger, like change it a little bit and you're ready to go. Also, you've got these two steps that actually delete your folder and your files inside your automation, okay? I mean, inside your Google Drive. So let's say if you provide more invoices, you want to count more invoices, you want to provide folders and so on, then it may be very useful because it will allow you to avoid mess. So then you just connect it, and then what it does, it deletes for you the specific folder. So actually it deletes the folder which is called, for this case, December, and also the files inside it. So for now, I can say thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and this project and the system is really helpful for you. I found it helpful because I had to create it because it was my problem, okay? I wanted to have my invoices summarized, my expenses tracked, and know how much money I spent. So that's why I created it. Also remember, if you would like to take your n8n skills to the highest level, learn everything about it, build a agent, and in general get access to plus 40 hours n8n course, plus 110 AI agents templates, YouTube resources, feel free to check out our AI agents community. So inside, as you can notice, we've got a lot of YouTube resources, sophisticated automations, like really long instructions for these. It's really worth it for now. The price will never go lower, it will go higher. So for now, yeah, it will go higher at 150 members. And yeah, inside you've got everything you need. So community of great people, experts. We are talking about AI. We are just, creating the automations. That's totally great. And yeah, inside you've got a lot of value. However, feel free, no pressure. So feel free to check it out. I will put the link in the description of this video. For now, thank you for watching the material. And yeah, bye. See you next time.